Most people that I see do 5x5 workouts completely mess them up for the simple reason that they train like pussies. I see it all the time in my gym, online, people doing 5x5 workouts with their 10 rep max or their 12 rep max or their 15 rep max, and it's just not going to be effective for strength, for size, for anything. So what you're seeing right here is the past two workouts. The main section of this video is going to be the 5x5 that I just did, and this should give you a pretty decent benchmark for brutality with regards to how difficult your workout should be on a 5x5 program. If it's not taking a hell of a lot of effort, if you are not absolutely dreading those last couple of sets, if you're not getting some pretty damn hard grinding reps that take a shit ton of effort, you're probably not going to be getting that much out of a 5x5 program or any program at all. Just because something has a certain number of reps that sound cool, I mean, let's admit, 5x5 sounds pretty fucking awesome, but it is more about the effort involved than the actual numbers. Now, do you have to train to actual failure to get results in terms of strength or size? No. Do you have to be really, really close to get those results? No. But you should be somewhat close, and I think most people severely underestimate how close they are actually to failure and how hard they are actually pushing. Now, is this the hardest 5x5 in the history of humanity? No. Is this the hardest 5x5 that I've ever done? No. I think I've done 5x5 on deficit deadlifts or some other dumb bullshit. But I would say if you are in a typical gym, this kind of effort is going to put you in the top 1% of efforts and the top 1% of people without a doubt. If you go into a typical commercial gym, most people just don't train very hard. And if you can actually do that, you can learn to do that, you can learn to develop that skill of pushing yourself, you'll get much, much, much better results. Do I think 5x5 is bad? I think it's okay, but I think it's misused by a lot of people. They sort of sandbag the first 2, 3, 4, or maybe all 5 sets, and they don't get great results. And I think it's important to actually take each set seriously and to push every single set. This is why typically doing something like dynamic double progression is something I prefer and I advocate over just sets across, because if that 5th set is super hard, the first few sets probably were not sufficiently difficult to actually be useful. And you're better off either pushing all 5 sets to where they're actually all meaningful, useful, productive, stimulatory sets, or going on a lower volume program and getting better results that way. How do you know if you're actually pushing the sets? Well, a lot of it doesn't have to do with how you feel. It has to do with the speed of the bar. If the bar speed is still fast, you probably still have more reps. If it's slower, you're getting a little bit more grindy reps. Honestly, you probably still have reps in the tank. If you look at someone like Dan Green, how they train, the first 1 or 2 or even 3 reps will look so slow, and he'll just keep going because he knows that he can actually still push through it, he can muscle through it, and he can actually still get productive reps if he is willing to push it. So when it gets difficult, that's not when you need to stop. That's when you need to pounce, because that's where the gains are waiting. And you can either take this as motivational, inspirational, or you can say, nah, this guy's not right. It must be something else. It must be the exact reps or the sets or how much sleep I'm getting or some kind of supplement that I can take or, a personal trainer that can massage me between sets. But the reality is the ability to push yourself is going to be largely responsible for your gains. And this is going to be by far your biggest determinant of success, and it cannot and should not be ignored. Otherwise, you're not going to get results. There's no lotion you can take. There's no cream you can rub into your body. There's no pill that you can take. Oh, okay, maybe steroids, but shit, I just ruined the whole motivational thing. Anyway, moving on. If you can do it, you can dream it. Yeah. Anyway, the main point that I'm struggling clearly to convey is that whether it's a 5x5 or a 3x10 or whatever, make sure you are getting in quality sets, make sure that you are pushing yourself hard, make sure that you are progressively overloading, and that is going to be by far what gets you the most results. So that is all for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, blah, 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 and I will see you in the next video. Peace! To all my grinders out there trying to make some gains, you better train insane or remain the same. That's a very vapid phrase, and you know it ain't true. You best better believe you wanna push it if you wanna grow. RPE is the bee's knees, but please check the bar speed to defeat weak knees. What the fuck am I saying?